honest, I woke up super early this morning and actually got up and on time for me. Today I am planning to go to Struga. If I've got time, I might take another boat ride. What is going on with my brain? So that's a plan. So I just need to find a route, find a trustworthy taxi driver / bus route, because there is a bus that goes there, but I'm not entirely sure how to get that. I have a map, but that's about it. Paper map, which I'm not very good with. So I'll have a look and see if I can go there, because it looks nice. So yeah, see what today holds. Okay, so I wasn't entirely sure like where the bus stop was from my hostel. I knew it wasn't far, but yeah, I found it's literally not even 5 minutes walk away. So I'm on the bus now going to Struga, but it's basically like this mini bus. So it's a small yellow mini bus if you're ever in Ohrid. But there are loads of like taxi drivers hanging around the bus stop as well, and they were all trying to ask me like, oh, do you want a taxi to Struga? It's only 50 dinar. And obviously I knew what was coming from the last experience that I had in Skopje, where basically this guy tried to rip me off big time for like a 5-minute ride from the bus station to the centre of town, and I was just like, no, because from here to Struga is about a good 20-minute drive, and that does not cost 50 dinar at all. If I pay 10 euros to come from the airport to here, it's definitely not going to cost that much, or that little, sorry. So straight away I was like, no. They seemed frustrated, I didn't give a shit, so they knew what they were trying to do, because they see a foreigner. I think a foreigner doesn't know anything, and obviously I do, so but yeah, the bus fare was 50 dinar, which was really good as well. 52p, something like that. So yeah, I'm just on my way there now, so it should be like a 20-minute ride. There are like coaches going there as well. There are coaches. There's a coach stop next to the bus stop with buses going to like Skopje, Tirana, etc. So yeah, good bus stop to reach other parts of the country or beyond. So yeah, just on my way there now. Okay, so right now I'm in Struga. Yeah, I'm in Struga, so and there are a lot more people looking at me, so I feel a bit self-conscious to like vlog and stuff. It's alright, it's not really what I thought it would be, but it's more chill. I'm just gonna turn the camera around to show you the main street. I was walking down, but I didn't really want to have my phone out. People are looking at me enough as it is. So yeah, I'm gonna go and explore. There's lots of like bars and cafes and restaurants. I don't think there's a great deal to do here. I don't know why I thought it was like nice and almost glitzy. I don't know why I had that image in my head, but it's 20 minutes, as I said, from Ohrid. So yeah, lots of clothing stores as well, things like that. And I feel slightly, it's not as bad as Skopje in terms of looking, but obviously like I'm a foreigner, so people are just looking at me anyhow. Like I know I'm used to it, but you know what I mean. I think if you've travelled quite a bit, there's certain types of staring that you're comfortable. At least I am anyway, comfortable and uncomfortable with. So yeah, I guess with more travelling it will pass, but it's just a bit. And I went on a vlog, and everyone's just seeing like my phone out and stuff. So, but I'll try and get a few shots of the street just for you guys to have a look-see, and I will do some exploring and check back in a little bit. Why do I say like? So I've just spotted the Drim River, or a better view of it. So let me just show you from this side. There it is. That's basically all over there. I'll turn the camera around to show you a better view, but yeah, it's very long. Looks very nice. I just wanted to touch on something quickly that I've just seen. So just coming across this bridge there, just on the other side on the bridge, there's a guy sitting on the ground, so he's begging, and his feet are deformed, and clearly I think he's a sad case of human trafficking. So he appears to be South Asian, and I'm just like, Macedonia is not as economically developed as some of the other countries in Europe, but I just think like it's that bad that life here doing that is better than life in your own country, kind of thing. I just think it's really sad to see. And like, this guy is grown, he's not like a kid or a teenager or anything like that. He looks like late 40s. I don't really know what to say. He's just sitting there, and I'm just like, you know, one part of you is like, yeah, you want to give him money, but then you know the reasons why you shouldn't, and it's just a bit, it's a sad situation. I don't understand how in today's world it just goes on, you know, trafficking people. Like, people literally mutilate their own bodies or allow others to do it to them, just, you know, to have a chance at making money, because life in their own country is so bad that they're willing to take that chance. I read things about kids having their eyes gouged out and being sold, and having like large portions of their earnings taken away from them. And it's like with child begging, I've seen it a lot in Skopje. I haven't seen any here yet, but just making a comparison to England, like, I've never seen that in England in my entire life, like, ever. Not once, never, ever, ever. That's something you just would not see. So, I mean, to resort to like renting out your own child, or like asking your child to go and beg people for money, I just think it's really sad. I'm just surprised. I don't know, like, I come from a privileged position of, I live in a developed country and that sort of thing. People need to eat and, you know, that sort of thing. So people will do what they have to do. And a lot of these kids don't go to school either. So it's like, what kind of chance do you have? Do you know what I mean? And then it's worse, you know, worse is like, well, it's just as bad for, I don't know, but for the people who have been trafficked and they're adults. It's like, I'm sure a lot of these people are skilled in something, but it's just so bad in their own country that they feel like this is their only option. Oh, there's a fly. Yeah, they feel like it's their only option. So I just don't think it's good at all. Obviously, yeah, there are a lot of things being done around the world, but I don't know, I just feel like more needs to be done. Yeah, it's a sad situation, but yeah, I'm gonna go in search now of some lunch. Probably a nice vegan salad, if there's a nice restaurant around, or a bar. Just a bit sad to see that, but yeah, it's not the first time, and I don't think it'll be the last, so yeah. So as I was saying, this is a river Drim, very pleasant looking. This bridge, I don't actually know the name of it, but I will find it, or someone can let me know, that'd be good. Either one. There's a mall in construction, hotels, small casino. I've seen that one in Skopje as well. So yeah, this is the main street. Yeah, lots of shops and stuff. It's not, okay, this thing, it's not bad attention, but you know when you're the only one that stands out, it's quite, well, it's very off-putting. Some kid just asked me for money, but I know obviously it's not a good idea, so I was like, no, thank you. Yeah, there's what looks like an arcade there as well, that kind of thing. Yeah, I'm just sticking up my phone for everyone to look at. Yes, no. Yeah, they're very fond of like their fashion. I'm sure everyone is, but their style is like very glitzy. I want to look good kind of thing. So I've seen a lot of that here. They actually sell this in Primark in London. So it's funny to see all the shops here as well. They actually have their own branches and stuff, which is cool. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty nice restaurant over there. Toys, jewelry, they're big on jewelry and like pearls and stuff like that. And yeah, that's about it. Oh my god, guys, guess what I found? Oh. I found a counterfeit store. Give me 1 second, I just want to show you something. I used to have something like this when I was a kid, but it was a lot more complex. But from the side of my eye, I thought it was a mouse, and I really don't like mice. But yeah, they sell lots of like toys and hi, thank you. Yeah, lots of fake things. Like I love a good counterfeit market because they had one like this in Skopje, and I found one in Struga, and I'm so happy. So like lots of like clothing, shoes, fake bags. The LV one looks cool. That's why I bought a Gucci one, but it's just been sitting in my room doing nothing for about 3 months. And lots of purses. I'm very tempted to get another pair of like fake superstars. Lots of jewelry. Ooh. Admittedly, my collection isn't great, so I just want to like work on it. Lots of nail polish. My nails are atrocious, so I could never really wear polish. Makeup. A lot of fake Kylie going on here. I assume it's probably fake. Yeah. No, it's fine, thank you. At all? No, okay. Oh, the whole. In my place now. Okay, cool, thank you. Okay, so I'm back from Struga, and honestly and admittedly there was nothing really to see apart from the river Drim. And yeah, okay, so I went to the market. So this is what I got from the market. Well, actually I didn't get this from the market. I got this from a shop on the main street. It's also a magnet. And I got some studs as well. The lady was nice, but she kept trying to kind of get me to buy more, and I was like, I'm not really into dangly earrings because that was what she mostly had jewelry wise. But I got these really pretty cubic zirconia, just some standard earrings because to be honest my jewelry collection is basically non-existent. I got these from another seller, 50 dinars each, so 50 dinars, and then these 4 altogether 50 dinars, just about roughly 50p, just over. Oh yes, and I got these as well, so 50 dinars. So these are from the same person. Also got this pom-pom from the same place as I got the magnet, 50 dinars for that as well. And a pair of trainers, but I've put them back in my suitcase, so I will insert a picture of them right here. So I'm about to head out to that restaurant with the happy hour thing yesterday. I've got like an hour and a half, but they're not that far away. Oh yes, I also got these from the same lady I got the pink studs from. But yeah, I'm just gonna head out to the restaurant now, change my shoes because my feet are a little bit smelly to be honest, and I'm tired of wearing trainers. It rained before. It wasn't very heavy, so this was when I was in Struga, but I'm not taking chances today. So it wasn't bad. I was without an umbrella, so I'm just taking an umbrella with me, and hopefully when I get there they'll still be doing happy hour. So I will see you in a bit. Okay, so I'm at the restaurant now. It's about a 20-minute walk from my hostel, so that wasn't too bad. And I got the happy hour. Yay. But it includes rakia, and I just asked for water instead because I had it in Serbia, and okay, maybe it's partly my fault, but I didn't have a chaser with it, so it's really strong. I think I tried the plum brandy, the plum one. Honey, I'm like honey, and I actually felt sick, like I felt nauseous, and the guy I met up with, he was like, no, down it. I was like, oh no, and it's like the strongest drink I've had, so I had it neat, and it was just like the only thing that I even think vodka's easier to down than rakia. Like, they brought it to me just now after I asked them for like water instead, and I was like, honestly, like I don't like it because it's too strong, and I'm like, bleh. So I just asked for water instead. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, there was a choice like chicken, pork and ham, so I chose pork. So I don't really know what it entails, but there's like a salad and something else. So yeah, that is what I'm waiting on at the moment. So, as I included in the video yesterday, all of this was 299 dinars. I'm so hungry, I'm ready to eat that except risotto, which is about, I'll include it somewhere in the video, but it's really, really good. Unlike the place I went to yesterday, which is just overly expensive, but yeah, I'm ready to eat. Okay, so I really couldn't finish all of that. Like, it was quite a lot of salad and a lot of bread left, but yeah, onto the dessert, which funnily enough is nothing. I don't know the name of this cake, but I'm going to try it and let you know how I go. I've just walked back from the restaurant. Yeah, it was cool. I'm actually kind of tired now, so I'm just sitting by the pier. There's a flags behind me. Lovely view houses. I'm kind of ready to go, but I'm not, because I want I want a boat ride. I would like to have a boat ride, but I don't know if they're all done for the day, because I know in Macedonia things tend to finish quite quickly or quite early. But the one thing I want to do now is get some souvenirs, but I also really want to have a boat ride. So, I mean, if they finish now, then I can do it tomorrow. I'm not entirely sure if I want one just around the lake, or like the one that I did the other day where we went to like 2 different places, because I did like the restaurant that I went to, but it's just a lot. It takes a lot out of you. It's quite a lot of, I think because it was hot as well. But yeah, might have time for that tomorrow if they're still doing that tomorrow, because it's Sunday. Yeah, I'm looking forward to going to Tirana, and I'm planning to go Skoda, and my Airbnb's in Tirana. I'll see, I definitely want to go to Skoda and that sort of thing. I'll go like maybe see how everything pans out. It's kind of chilly now, so I'm gonna try and see if I can wangle boat ride and find some souvenirs. Also, if you're wondering why I always have these earphones in my ears, because it's probably a lot easier for you to hear me because the mic's literally right there. Not that my phone doesn't work properly or anything, but I would just like for you to be able to hear me as clearly as possible. Yeah, so one other thing that I found quite amusing, when a lot of people ask where I'm from, it's always, I say England. I don't say London, because I find that people have this like false preconception that London rains money and everyone's rich and owns big cars and big mansions, and that's why I try not to say that I'm from London. I just say I'm from England. Then if they ask me where about, then I'll say London. Not really. It's not a big thing to say I'm from London, but I just I mean, England, when you say you're from England, you always get those kind of reactions anyway, but yeah, it's only because some guy just approached me and he's like, because he saw me vlogging, he's like, oh, where are you from? He had an accent, I'm not sure, I don't think he was from here, but I was like, where are you from? And I said England, and he's like, oh, very good, you're very nice, and very nice, very good. And I've had a few people say that. I'm like, yeah, like, it's not a big thing. You're from England, and that's the end of that. Like, I guess for other people it's, it's like, oh, you're from England, oh my god. Like, I've had that every time I tell someone from England, like, oh my god. But which is understandable. Everyone thinks it's glitzy and glamorous and everything, but for me, England is England. I'm used to it, I was born there, whatever. So it's just amusing that I get that reaction every time I say that's where I'm from. And some people, even after I've spoken to them, think I'm American. I don't know why, because I've never been there in my whole life, but hopefully one day soon. So yeah, we'll see what the future holds. But that was just my take on the whole England is rich, this whole notion. It's not just in Africa, they seem to think that's the case everywhere. England and America. Obviously, yes, we're economically developed, but it's not easy at all. Anyone that lives in England, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So, yeah, anyone around the world, England is not an easy place to live in, particularly London, very, very difficult. And I still live at home, so yeah, it's just something to bear in mind when you think about England, if you're thinking about moving to England or London or America. So yeah, it doesn't rain money, I promise.